Could bird flu threaten you and your loved ones? Imagine this, a virus with the potential to spread as rapidly as a wildfire, leaving illness and heartbreak in its wake. It's not science fiction. It's bird flu, or avian influenza, a relentless adversary that has kept scientists and health experts on their toes for decades. But what if I told you that this virus, with a staggering 60% mortality rate, could affect you or someone you love? Let's journey into the story of bird flu to understand its dangers, its history, and how we can protect ourselves in an uncertain world. A deadly history unfolds. The year was 1959, and a peculiar outbreak among birds left researchers puzzled. What they discovered would lay the foundation for one of the most persistent public health challenges of our time. Bird flu had arrived, and over the decades, it proved to be a master of disguise, mutating and adapting to new environments. Unlike many other viruses, bird flu didn't just linger in birds. It found ways to infect humans, often with devastating consequences. Fast forward to today, and the stakes are higher than ever. This isn't just about poultry farms and isolated outbreaks anymore. It's about a virus that has crossed continents, infiltrated communities, and left health systems scrambling for solutions. A threat that knows no borders. Picture a bustling marketplace in a rural village. Chickens cluck, farmers trade goods, and children play nearby. It's a familiar scene in many parts of the world. But lurking within this ordinary setting is an invisible threat, the bird flu virus, ready to jump from one host to another. Bird flu primarily spreads through contact with infected birds or their droppings. But here's where it gets even more alarming. The virus can also hitch a ride on contaminated surfaces, air particles, and water. Anyone who comes into contact with these carriers is at risk. Imagine how quickly such a virus could move through crowded spaces or across borders in today's interconnected world. And then, there's the nightmare scenario that keeps health experts awake at night: human-to-human transmission. If bird flu evolves to spread easily between people, it could unleash a pandemic far deadlier than anything we've seen in recent memory. The numbers tell a chilling tale. Let's talk about the numbers. According to the World Health Organization, bird flu's mortality rate is around 60%. That's 6 out of every 10 people infected who don't survive. To put that into perspective, imagine a virus as contagious as COVID-19 but with a death rate 10 times higher. It's a chilling prospect, isn't it? And it's not just hypothetical. Outbreaks have been reported in China, Egypt, the United States, and other countries. Each new case brings us closer to understanding the virus but also highlights how unrelenting it can be. Recently, some strains have even shown signs of resistance to antiviral drugs, shrinking the window for effective treatment. Fighting back. Stories of resilience. Despite the grim statistics, there's hope. Around the world, scientists are working tirelessly to outsmart the virus. Take Dr. Maria, a virologist in Southeast Asia. For years, she's been studying how bird flu spreads among wild birds and domestic poultry. Her research has helped develop targeted vaccination programs that have already saved countless lives. Or consider Ahmed, a poultry farmer in Egypt. When bird flu hit his community, he took immediate action, implementing strict biosecurity measures on his farm. His quick thinking not only protected his livelihood, but also prevented a potential outbreak in his village. What can you do? Now, let's bring the focus back to you. What can you do to keep your family safe? Stay informed. Knowledge is power. Follow trusted sources like the WHO or CDC to stay updated on outbreaks and guidelines. Practice hygiene. Simple habits like washing your hands thoroughly and frequently can make a big difference. Avoid risky contact. Limit exposure to live birds or areas where outbreaks have been reported. And if you see someone with flu-like symptoms, maintain your distance. Advocate for better policies. Support initiatives for stronger surveillance systems and faster responses to outbreaks. A global call to action. The fight against bird flu isn't just a battle for scientists and policymakers. It's a collective effort that involves communities, governments, and individuals. Around the globe, teams are working around the clock to develop better vaccines, enhance sanitation practices, and deploy rapid response systems. But there's more to be done. Imagine a world where every country has the resources to detect and contain outbreaks before they spread. A world where no one has to fear the next mutation of bird flu. This vision is possible, but it requires us all to play a part. A future worth fighting for. So, here we are, at a crossroads. Bird flu is a formidable adversary, but it's not unbeatable. Through resilience, innovation, and collective action, we can turn the tide. The question is, are you ready to join the fight? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about how we can protect ourselves and support global efforts to combat this threat. And don't forget to explore our other videos for more insights into public health and safety. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe and informed.